Two in five Americans are family caregivers, yet many feel stressed and unsupported. As a study reveals the financial, emotional, and career impacts of caregiving as more Americans take on the role. Today, my guest is Vanessa Okuraiwe, principal at Edward Jones. Good morning, Vanessa. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for joining us. Vanessa, tell us about your latest caregiving study and why this research is so important.
Right. So we're finding that so many more Americans are involved in a caregiving role. So we have thousands of interactions with our clients every single day. And what we wanted to achieve from this study is really to understand in more depth, get more data, more insights about the financial challenges, the emotional strains that our caregivers face, and what resources can we provide for them as they undertake this critical role in our communities.
Now, what financial and emotional concerns are caregivers dealing with?
Well, we're finding that 9 out of 10 caregivers are expressing concern, financial concern about their own retirement futures. We're finding that many people aren't saving enough for their own retirement. They're dipping into their savings. Some are reducing the number of hours that they work. Others are stepping out of the workforce completely. And we all know that that's ultimately going to have an impact on their own financial security. On the emotional side, we find that people are feeling burnt out. They're stressed, they're seeing higher levels of anxiety and depression. As caregivers, that's not good for anyone. They're not being able to take care of their own health, even as they take care of others. However, the juxtaposition is that many feel this emotional gratification. They feel gratitude, they feel personal fulfillment as a result of taking care of their loved ones. And on all these things can be true at the same time. We just need to find the best way to support our caregivers.
Now, what resources are available to caregivers to provide additional support, whether that be financial preparation or workplace flexibility?
Well, in terms of financial preparation, we would strongly encourage people to have a financial advisor. Over 90% of the people who had financial advisors and were caregivers said that they felt more financially confident. A financial advisor acts as a utility player, and they're able to help navigate through these plethora of resources, whether that's helping understand Medicare, finding the right counselors, and ultimately having the right financial plan. The other thing is that employers can help to provide more flexible work arrangements for our caregivers. We all know caregiving isn't linear. You might need to pop out at the least planned time to look after a loved one who has cancer or dementia or a disability. So more flexible work arrangements are critical. And then lastly, over 70% of Americans support legislation in a bipartisan way that better supports caregivers so that they're able to plan better towards their own financial futures.
Now, where can we go to learn more?
Well, people can go over to edwardjones.com/caregiving, where we have a host of resources, insights that can really get people started in this journey. Because at some point in the other, as the population gets older, we're either going to need care ourselves or we're going to have to be caregivers for our loved ones.
I've been speaking with Vanessa Okuraiwe. She's a principal at Edward Jones, but that's not all. She earned a bachelor's degree in economics at Edo State University in Nigeria, a master's degree in development economics at the University of Canterbury, and right here in St. Louis, an executive MBA from Washington University in St. Louis, Olin Business School. Vanessa, all I can say is in America, we go, you go, girl. Thank you so much for joining us on
Thank you so
Morning.
much.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.